Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
TGIF, everybody. I hope you are ready for your weekend. I hope you're going to enjoy it. I hope you all got plans and everything. Caribbean Queen, thank you. How you doing? Thank you for that Go Popular. Just saying. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon to you too, bestie. How's everybody doing today? I know I'm late, but we had some things to take care of as far as with Rudy. She had a dentist appointment, so here we are. Here we are. How's everybody doing? I know y'all working hard ready for the weekend, right? Who all got plans for the weekend? Oh, hold on. It took your celebration off. Hold on one second, Caribbean Queen. Thank you for that too. Let me give it up to you. I appreciate you. She reached that fam level 13. This I'm telling you, this thing been tripping lately. And there you go. Okay. Bet. Okay. All right. So I think we got you. All right, we got you. We got you on there. I appreciate you, Caribbean Queen. Thank you for the love and support. I truly appreciate it. Rita, good afternoon to you. I'm used to saying good morning. Good afternoon to you too. How you doing? How's your day going? Angel. Oh, you know what, Angel? I forgot, girl. Hold on. Oh, and thank you for sending me that link too. Real spill. I appreciate that. I'm actually gonna share it. Oh, you know what? Let me do it like that. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna get started for sure. Hold on one second. Trying to find my angel. Okay. Yep. Yep. There we go. We got it. Thank you for the heart me's. I appreciate it. Make sure after you send your heart me's, make sure you man, boy, TikTok play too much today. It's gonna be one of those days I see. All right. So once you send me the heart me's, make sure you go and click this orange heart. Make sure you go and get your points. That's vital. It's important, right? And that serves as your daily check-in to the platform and let them know you are engaging. Shout out to, let's give it up to Rita. It says Rita has watched the live for 400 minutes. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's loyalty. That's loyalty. I appreciate that. Angel said, I'm here. I'm up in here. Okay. Okay, I'm glad you made it in. DJ Rocky B said, me too, G. Me too. I know that's right. Hey, welcome in, DJ Rocky B. We got some things, but before we get to the show, there's a couple of things I want to say. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get down to business. Hope my phone don't interrupt us too much. All right. Let's get this up here, man, because I'm really excited about this. I'm overly excited about this right here. Here, let me bring him down. Yeah. I want to take this time right now to congratulate nephew Milan Jones after a stellar collegiate career at Kennesaw State University. Nephew has decided to enter the NFL draft. Give it up for him, y'all. I want to see yellow and black hearts in the comments because that's the college colors for Kennesaw State. But shout out to you, Milan. I know, nephew. Listen, I already know you're gonna do great things. I'm proud of you. I know you're gonna see this. I know you're gonna see this broadcast, and I just want you to know, nephew, there's still so many things ahead of you that you're going to achieve, and I'm here rocking with you every step of the way. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You came a long way from just playing high school football at Marietta, the MHS, and then you go on to Kennesaw State, and after the coach that you came in was fired, you chose to stay when many left. And you went through the process and kept building, and you was there. And I remember your mother and I talking on the phone when Coach B was let go. And I told her, you should stay. That shows commitment. You did it anyway. I didn't have to say it. You already did it. You already did it. And when you did that, look what happened. Not just with you, but I'm saying, look what you got to experience, nephew. You guys, the second year of Division I collegiate athletics and football, you won your conference championship. You all went to the very first bowl game in the school's history. That's something they'll never take from you, nephew. That's something they'll never take from you. And I have no questions or doubt about it that when you get into the NFL, you're going to do great things there as well. Just know, Unc need a jersey and tickets. That's all. I love you. I love you, man. Keep doing good. Keep doing your thing. This is only the beginning. So I definitely wanted to make sure I got that out to him. A couple more things. No, you know what? I'll wait till after. I'll wait till after we get done with the broadcast. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to segment 1 because we only got 2 today, y'all. My grandson has his very first basketball game. And so I want to make sure we go support him on that. I know he's excited. G-Pop is excited.
Hey guys, my nephew.
Rudy's excited.
This is my nephew.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's get these jabronis up here. All right. Okay. Before we get started with segment 1, let's remind everybody this of the gift and goal. We've got donuts on the gift and goal. We have 35 counts that we need to meet that goal. We've got 3 so far. Shout out to those that have already contributed to that. And now we need 32 more. We need 32 more of the donuts. Rita, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We need 31 more. We need 31 more donuts. Remember this orange heart right here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go and subscribe to the channel. And remember, you become a subscriber, you'll be able to get into the subscribers only show, which will be coming up next Saturday. Okay, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. We'll have our special guest, Bite Batty, in. She is a survivor of SMEX trafficking, and she has said that she has offered to come in and tell her story and her experiences and things like that. So we definitely want to make sure we are present for that. Also, keep double tapping while you're in here. The more you tap, the more likes we get, the more we get put out in the FYP, and that helps us. Also, there's something else I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah. To remember, when you send your heart me's, please make sure you go and do your daily checklist and click this orange heart right here. This orange heart right here. Click that and do your daily check-ins and get your points as well. So here's what we have for segment 1. As we all know, Diddy has been wanting to get out of prison as early as possible. Let's give it up to Rita. Rita just leveled up for the Level Up Sparks. I appreciate that, Bestie. No doubt. He wanted to get out of prison early, right? However, the judge has denied bail so many times. I think it's like 4 times. He got denied bail. So he thought that he could go to Orange Leatherface, the cheddar color coat leader, Cheeto and get a pardon. And you would think, since they pretty much do the same nasty stuff, right? They've ran in circles together. They've been to parties together, stuff like that. They have common friends. And so maybe he thought that was his friend. I don't know. Hey, JD, I appreciate the love you so much. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And so he thought he could go to him and get a pardon. I mean, makes sense. Because, I mean, Orange Leatherface, cheddar color coat leader, Cheeto has been pardoning everybody. I mean, he pardoned the dude that's from Honduras that was known as a D-rug dealer. He's pardoned all of the people that participated in J6, the rioters of J6. He pardoned them. So I could see why Diddy would think that, hey, he would do it. But the one thing Diddy forgot is that he's just as egotistical as he is. He's just as narcissist as he is, as much of a narcissist as he is. So it wasn't going to work. On top of that, we've already told you all that this guy right here, Diddy, one, he was trying to get the BLK votes. I think it was back when was it Obama? It might have been Obama or Biden. What I think it was Obama. But anyways, he had the rock the vote thing going, and then he also recently was going to start a third party on his own. So you went against this guy right here, and you know anybody that goes against him and hurts his wee little feelings, he doesn't like. He has it out for him. They're not good people and stuff like that. As if he has a place to call anybody a bad person or say somebody's not good people, right? But went to him, asked him for a pardon, and guess what, y'all? Orange Leatherface denied it. Denied it. Now, I don't know. We're going to hear this together for the first time. The news came off the fax machine. I pulled the paper off, and this is what it said. So we're going to listen to it and find out what made him deny the pardon, or is he going to later on, or is it something that Diddy got to do in order for him to do it? Because you got to stroke his ego too. So let's see. Shout out to Murad Morali.
Bails have been denied. Diddy wanting to get out of prison after his sentencing was denied. Exclusive footage was stolen. Staffers are not being paid. Lawyers quitting. And now it looks like the pardon that Diddy desperately needed from Trump has officially now been denied, because he's not falling with Diddy at all. Denials, denials, denials. It looks like under our noses, Diddy was writing a letter to Trump, a personal handwritten letter requesting for a pardoning, and Trump has denied access. The bad boy wrote a letter to President Trump requesting a pardon. Trump revealed this during a 2-hour interview with the New York Times.
Yeah, Caleb,
however, Trump said that he is not considering granting the request. Whilst multiple people close to the situation had previously stated or speculated that an official pardon request had been submitted, and Trump himself had said Diddy asked for clemency, Thursday's reports marked the official confirmation that a letter does exist. During the interview, Trump told reporters that Diddy had asked me for a pardon and that the request came through a letter. Trump added that he offered to show the letter to reporters but did not ultimately do so, reiterating that he wasn't considering the request at all. And if you recall, Trump and Diddy were actually acquainted before his presidential run, where Diddy turned against him. Now, I'm pretty sure Diddy is,
all about that.
Regretting turning against him, running a campaign, telling people to vote for Biden, not for Trump, because now he is in a position. Trump was also kind of mocking Diddy by saying that, this was meant to be a victory for Diddy, but I'm not really sure how this is a victory because the man is currently in jail. So therefore, why was this man celebrating any kind of victory? And, I completely understand it, to be honest with you. I completely understand where Trump is coming from when it comes to this conversation.
Hold on, y'all. The platform is want me to do the flash goal. So the flash goal is, let's see what they tell me. Flash goal is heart me. So we need 12. 12 different people to send Hartme. Okay, I'm gonna pin it, and we got 15 minutes to accomplish that. I know y'all can get me through there. We need 12 different people to send them Hartmes. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We still got 14 minutes and 40 seconds to do that.
Why would I pardon this man? It does not benefit me in any way, shape, or form. I don't need to pardon Diddy. Nobody's asking in droves for Diddy to be pardoned. There's no MAGA huge crowds asking for Diddy to be free. Nobody wants this man to be free. Nobody cares about Diddy. The relevancy has gone down the drain. But the fact that Trump was even wanting to show these personal handwritten letters that Diddy showed to the media shows that he's throwing Diddy to the wolves, saying that I don't care about you. I don't care about this personal letter that you wrote to me. I can show that to the media if I want to. I'm not granting you anything. So much so for TMZ, who said they had high-ranking officials telling them that Diddy is about to be released that week, and it's been 3 to 4 months since that story has come out. Right. And any article talking about Diddy about to be released and that Trump is requesting pardon, all of that is false. Diddy is used to denials. And I don't know how many times I have to say this, but this man needs to just shut up and do his prison sentence. He would be out by 2028, and all of this can be put behind him from a criminal perspective, and he can then go on to deal with the civil cases, in his perfect world. But I do believe that his criminal perspective or criminal trials will prolong, will continue. He'll be indicted again, and the sentence will definitely be extended. But this is a massive disappointment for Diddy, because he expected this to be his last lifeline. He expected to be released. He thought that Trump would do the right thing, especially because Trump has been pardoning a lot of people. So he thought, well, you know what? I could be that other person. We used to be friends. We used to kick it back in the day. We used to go to functions and parties, maybe. And, all of that is true because there's evidence right there to see. But that friendship went down the drain during the presidential run, where Diddy said that, we want to run for Biden. We F Trump. And now Trump's like, well, you know what? Time for me to get my lick back. I'm not going to give you no pardoning. I'm so sorry. No clemency. You're going to stay in jail. And he's mocking him, and he's saying that this isn't a victory for Diddy. And he's also saying that, you know what? I can show these letters to the media if I wanted to, but I last minute decided not to. Embarrassing for Diddy. Just when you think it can't get any worse, just when you think this man can't be finished anymore,
that, Finley.
2 days go by and there's brand new news reflecting on the fact that it's just bad news for Diddy. Denials, everything is denied for this man. Judge Arun denying stuff, left, right, center, all of these bail denials, the sentencing denial as well. The fact that he now wants to overturn these 2 charges for his appeal, I think is also going to be a denial. I don't think that's going to work out for him. Lord, every day there's something bad going on with Diddy, and I know that he's in prison right now, really, really upset with all of this. Now, if we look at what's going on with Christian Keys, he has alleged that Tyler Perry hijacked his show and made it weird. So Christian Keys has come back into the fold discussing Tyler. This is now the third man who's discussing Tyler in a very negative manner. And Christian Keys took to social media to announce that his show, All the Queen's Men, will not be returning. The good news is that there are already multiple wonderful studios and streaming companies that are interested. He said, so the A2QM universe will continue. The actor then took the opportunity to call out the co-creator Tyler Perry during the live stream. I'm not sad that my show isn't there anymore. After season 5, my show won't be there anymore, and I won't have to deal with that kind of shady, corny leadership over there that would dare say, why you got 16, 17 shows? I got 1. Let me have credit. My contract says I get credit. Why is your corny ass trying to steal my credit because you can't write
10
like
different
me?
People send Hartme's, please. Meet our flash.
He continued claiming that the show was originally going to
advance.
consist of 8 30-minute episodes. He alleged that Tyler Perry swooped in to add 10 to 15 minutes to each episode. He says that things got weird and Perry completely changed the integrity of the show. Season 2 and season 3 were All the Queen's Men, things got weird and dudes started getting R-worded with dildos and all of that weird Don't nobody want to see that. That's why I'm glad my show ain't there. Put that on something else. So he's basically stating that Tyler Perry, who was also on this show in terms of co-creating, basically turned this into some kind of sadistic freak-off, talking about men being R-worded with dildos. Basically sounds like what Diddy's into, considering what was found in his damn mansions. And so Christian Keys,
10.5 minutes to meet that goal
hinted
of 12
that Tyler
Hartleys.
did stuff
I
to
need
him,
10
and
more.
suddenly he disappeared.
Yeah, it changed. It was super. Thank you, Alicia. It's extra double over the top, unrealistic writing. Like you walk in the halfway house, you shoot one person. Like, hey, where's Red? Oh, don't nobody hear me?
Hey, niece.
Where's Red? And then you have that next guy point upstairs. You don't gotta shoot everybody downstairs in the basement. That's unrealistic and corny. So
I'm
yeah,
not getting
about if
the
universe ends up coming back,
invites
and
to
it
come to the
definitely will
live.
prequel and sequel wise, and then
What was you saying, Nee?
I'm not getting the invites. It's not showing me. I don't know. I feel like TikTok is glitching out. I'm not getting nobody's invites to come to the live. It's not
Yeah, because I be
stating
sending
that
them
you're
out.
live.
It don't tell you I'm live neither.
Mm-mm. The only way I could go and see if you're actually live is like if I have to go through my text, through our the DMs to see y'all
Hmm.
at the top. It don't come in like on who you're following or your friends. It's supposed
Yeah,
to show up who's live first.
that's crazy. 'Cause I send it to all of my mods for sure because I want y'all in here, and I don't know why you're not getting it
Where
because this isn't
Jenny
the
at?
first time.
Yeah, it's not. Dimple Cheeks is in here.
Hold on. Okay, Dimple Cheek says it's definitely yours. She gets all of
Mm-hmm.
the invites. Okay, so they messing with you. Hey, Dimple
I ain't
Cheeks.
did nothing. All I did was have good conversation.
Yeah, because I've done everyone.
See, I send them to all of y'all. I like. I don't understand. I don't understand why you not make. And can you make sure the notification is
Yeah,
on?
I have my notifications on.
You definitely have them on. Okay, I
I
was
have my
wondering.
notification on. But
Did
this
you
not
go
the first
to
time I did that too. I have my
did you
notifications
ever go to
on.
his profile and like click that and then like usually will notify
Well,
you? There's like
usually
a
how I know he's live, right? How I know he's live is it'll send me a notification, like a text message notification. Such and
Mhm.
such is G Smooth is live. Sent you an
Dimple Cheeks, and
invitation to
I'm
your live. I
constantly
haven't
flagged and
been
filtered.
getting no yeah, I've been getting in trouble a little bit too, y'all.
that's probably why.
He said, "Okay, I'm gonna go and tell y'all."
I've been getting in trouble a little bit, y'all. So,
You
but
If
requested
it's
we're
that?
being
still,
honest, if we're being honest,
Being
yeah,
honest.
I've been getting in a little bit of trouble. So, you know,
that's
I'm
probably
trying to
that could be
watch
Okay,
what
let's
I
see.
why.
say.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
I'm
Hi, am
trying
I
to,
here? Can you guys hear
Hey,
me?
hey, how you doing?
yes, we can
I
hear
just
you.
wanted to come tell my girl Doc, like, girl, I've been on these internet streets all night and I'm still not banned. So I think you're good.
Tik
I've
TikTok
been getting,
fixing
I,
You
I
should be
things.
mean,
good.
I
If I'm
haven't
There's
been
good, you're
on
hope,
the
huh?
good.
streets all night, but I've been getting in a little bit of trouble. You know, I've been
Yeah,
Me
but
getting
Doc,
too. Me
restriction
too. I've
here,
been,
restriction there. You know,
I just
been
kicked
getting in a
myself
little
TikTok
bit of
after.
picks
So
and
I
trouble.
don't know.
chooses who they want to mess with all the time.
Yeah, it really does.
I
It
will
does
TikTok
say
pick and
there's a
TikTok
choose.
will
lot
pick and
of,
choose.
and not this creator, so I don't want to say that to you because I think you're very kind and you have a lot of women up
Thank you. I
here, by the
appreciate
way. Yes,
it. Thank you. I
but there are a
appreciate it.
lot of misogynistic men that are on the prowl right now, and they don't even know what party they're in. They won't even clarify their political beliefs, and they want to like come out here and like make a narrative for you, and I don't think that's right.
And that's what
Yeah.
I've
I've
been getting
literally
into
been
a
up
lot of
all
beefs
night
with.
debating this shit.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been getting into a lot of trouble with that
Yeah, it's
that
that part, right?
lately.
I
Hey, y'all.
learned a long time ago, let people talk because that's all it is. Just let them talk.
I
If
mean,
they
Yeah.
you're
like
fine. It's
hearing
fine for
their
you to
own
have your own
voices,
opinion. You can have your own opinion. You have an opinion like
For
everybody
you
has an
and your
asshole.
girl, though.
You know, everybody has a asshole, just like everybody has an opinion. So
yeah,
you can feel how you feel, but what you will do is show respect, because I'm
And
not
yeah.
being
Well,
listen.
nobody on TikTok
disrespectful
has
to
respect.
you. So
Exactly.
this
If
is
you're
Okay.
why
looking
I
for
don't be
respect
Wow,
in
I
the
on
found my
TikTok
TikTok,
people.
then
I
streets.
found
And
my
the minute
people.
I
No,
step one
Hold
toe
on,
off
hold
the
on, hold on, hold on, hold
curb,
on.
I get
Time
into
out, time
trouble.
out, time out. Hold
I'm
on.
so
Let's let.
happy.
Okay, we're gonna let Dimple Cheese talk. Then
I'm
Kyra,
just saying, like,
Kara. Did I say it right?
if
It's
if you're
Kara,
looking,
but
Kara.
if,
it's usually
if
Kara 420, but I had to change. I accidentally, like, I took my last name off because, guys, I was getting, like, kind of heavy in the TikTok street, so I didn't want to, like, get doxxed or anything.
Oh yeah, smart,
So I
smart
took
move.
my last
TikTok,
name off and I accidentally changed my username, but it's usually, like, Kara 420, just for anyone, because I'll probably follow all of you
um,
guys.
Doc,
Okay.
just so you know, every
Mm-hmm.
single day I come on TikTok, I have some type of a violation. I could say the S word for poop, I get flagged for that. I'll watch a video literally of a man as saying a female, I'll report that, and they're like, We didn't see
We
no
see it.
violation.
Yes.
So therefore,
You get
take
the S
the video
word. I say the
down.
S word and the F word and the B word.
You
I'll be
know, and
careful.
I'm like, and then if I don't come on, sometimes I come on the panel because I'm typing away in the chat and nobody sees
And it
what I'm
don't pin what I'm
saying.
saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the
They
chat's
filter
easier to get
every
pinged because it's
single
AI.
thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
The chat's
tired.
easier.
I'm
Yeah,
tired
I'm
of
gonna
it.
take a break. I'm gonna take a break from the tickety for a little minute
I
because
just
I
came
don't
back from
know.
my 5-day break, so I'm ready.
They just
She said, "I'm here
pick,
for it."
No,
they
because
pick and
I have
choose who
I'm
they
three
in
want to
charge.
who they
I'm
want to
in the
mess with.
phoenix.
They do, because I have three different people I'm out for. So I'm out for Unc, and y'all all have y'all certain times. So I come on
Mhm.
early in the morning at like 6 o'clock when I'm getting ready for
Exactly.
work. I'm out for Cree for a little bit, then I come over here, and then I go back to Cree, and then I go over to Big Mike. Like
Mhm.
that's my. But see, this is why I don't go on other people panels.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
people's
Ask.
lives
Well, look, y'all
because it'd
stay
be too
here.
much.
Y'all stay up here with me because we're gonna finish out seg 1. We only got 2. Then we're gonna go transition to segment 2. But y'all stay up here because we're gonna talk about before we go into segment 2. We're gonna talk about something. All right, and I want y'all
Okay.
opinion on it. All right, but we're almost done with segment 1. Give me a few minutes.
And we'll figure out the stage play thing. So, where am I going to bring the show to? Somewhere wonderful, somewhere.
Since then, there's been 2 male lawsuits that have come forward, and they're suing Tyler for a lot of money, and he's been accused of stuff left, right, and center. Since then, now Christian Keys has come back into the fold to shade, and I think that what is happening here is that Christian Keys is getting confidence. This is what happens when one person has the confidence to speak out against somebody. Multiple other people then feel confidence. It's honestly a beautiful sight to see, where you are empowered by another human's choices and influence, and it really helps you, and it's liberating for you to speak out and say something. Something tells me this isn't going to be the first or last thing that Christian Keys now is going to say about Tyler Perry. It's probably going to be the first, and then, seeing the reaction, he probably will continue, because he's saying that, Tyler would steal content and then change it into some kind of sadistic, weird, freaky, freak-off related stuff, which sounds very eerily similar to Diddy, who would steal from his people when it comes to Bad Boy Records, and then he would love to do these freak-offs. A lot of these men with power actually operate the same, and it's very freaky and bizarre to see. Let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes.
Shout out to Murad for that, and he's telling the truth about that. When it comes to the Diddy pardon thing with Cheeto Leany here, I'm often, because since he denied it, it's taking me back to the song Kanye, where he says even if you in a Benz, you're still a ninja in a coupe. Yeah, I think you need to learn that, Diddy. It doesn't matter that you used to hang in the same circles with this guy. Y'all might have mutual friends. At the end of the day, you went against him, and was sided with Biden, and he's never gonna get out of his feelings on that. So have the day you deserve. Sit down, do your time. You gotta wait. Here's how I look at this. He actually got off better by getting what he did get sentenced to, because he was facing a lot more and deserved a lot more. So did he just sit down and relax, man? And just your time will come. Now,
Because he
before
still thinks he's running things. That's the problem.
exactly, he wants to be
still
in control.
thinks he has the clout and the pull. When he gets out, you're gonna see just how much this case took a toll on his livelihood. Because
Yeah.
people that were once connected with him, they're not gonna want to be connected with him no more.
No, personal.
They
or
already
business-wise.
don't. That's why nobody showed
And
up
that's
for him.
why, he's looking for pardons, he's looking for this. And, now his kids, the kids ain't getting money, the staff's not getting money. Well, join the club, because neither were his artists. So now you know what the artist felt like.
Yes,
Yep.
that part. I want to say that. And I might be a little too biased for this panel because I did work with Nas, so I can step down. But
No. What you biased for? We tell the truth here.
yeah, I worked artist relations for a long time and music industry. I just moved from LA to Portland, but
You did.
I worked a little too much. And I'll just say, like, when I worked with Diddy and I was with Nas's crew, they were like, not those motherfuckers again.
So his rep is bad, even in the business.
He like, when you overstay your welcome,
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. And he would start calling our number like under different surnames, and it would be like him or his manager, and it comes out in the documentary that you guys would see, but no one would believe me. I would like tell the story, but they're calling like under different like names and voices, and they're like, but this is Rob with Diddy, or like it's like, you know, well, this is actually Dave. And like they'll be like calling with all that stuff, and like we're like, Diddy, we're at the Hollywood Bowl, and you had 50 garden seats at the Hollywood Bowl, and you're a millionaire. It's not a sold out show yet. We have Lauryn Hill and we have Nas. Like that was the two they were touring together. And Diddy just kept calling for more and like wanting more free stuff. And we're like, no, at this point you have to buy it. And so they just kept calling, and like they would not accept no for an answer, even on that.
And I also think
I got to hang with this crew for a little bit, and they were just bad vibes. Like, nah.
I feel you on that.
I think more and more people saw the documentary. I think more and more like people kind of heard the whispers.
And that Rasta you saw in the documentary, did you see him?
Yeah.
He's just like hanging around Diddy the whole time. He's not really a Rasta.
No, I can believe that.
I hung with the Marleys. He's not a Rasta. They don't claim him. But it's like he acts like he is, but he was just like, he was kind of like a bodyguard type figure as well, and just like a crony, like a little groupie for Diddy.
All thirsty.
Yeah.
What was
like
you saying?
A leech.
Dimple Cheeks was saying, if you watch the documentary, I know you did, but
I was saying like a lot of people, believe it or not, I think a lot of people in power or in position, like the judges and future lawyers, current lawyers, like they all watched it. If the rest of America watched it, like us common folk, trust me, the people that need to be involved were watching it to A, take notes, B, to see how much is known and how much is out there. So now people heard whispers throughout the years, and this documentary pretty much is confirming the whispers they heard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
What's
definitely
crazy to
letting
me
know.
in the documentary, they didn't talk about, like, you remember they mentioned like the scene where Diddy was on the cross in that video.
Nas video, Hate Me Now.
Yeah. They didn't talk about how Diddy and his manager went there with a baseball bat and like literally destroyed the office.
Yeah.
And they literally tore that shit apart. SHIT, sorry. It's been pretty safe on all the other lives I've been in. They like tore it apart, and then they're like, you gotta do this, like straight up mob style. Like, no, that's not how you do business, though.
Exactly. That's him. That's his nature. And that's why I said he deserved more than what he got, for sure.
He did.
And
I
then
agree.
also another thing, when these people, like Tyler Perry, for instance, when these people that have a lot of money and no common sense to go with it, these people, when they're about to be in trouble for something, right away they start opening up their checkbooks and start donating money to a charity, or they'll open up a school. And so there was and I'm trying to find it, I can't find it at the moment, but when I find it, I will send you the link. There was something very, very recent that he coughed up a lot of money for. I don't know if it was Tyler Perry.
Oh, Tyler Perry. Okay.
He coughed up a lot of money for something. He donated money. I don't remember if it was for a school or a business that was tanking. I gotta find it because now it's gonna be on my brain.
Yeah. Let me know, because I want to read it.
Yeah, because now look at what's happening. So now this is how it gets portrayed. Come on, this guy, look at all the work he's doing for all these people. How can you say these horrible things about him? That's how they operate. And that's why for so long, for so many years, they've gotten away doing their deviance, because people have them on a pedestal and see they donated to a library, to a country that's otherwise starving. They built a school for the poor kids, and they don't have to live in mud huts no more. He built housing for them. So how could you say that he did? How could you say that he did all these hideous things? Because people always have two faces.
I'd
Yes,
be like,
And
actually,
then
girl,
it'll
smoke
because he
take
can
screens.
one
pay for
side
all
at a
that, but not a
time.
guest list spot.
Hmm. Yeah. Or
So,
Oh my
smoke and mirrors.
gosh.
It's
you
smoke and
know,
mirrors. It's like smoke
exactly. And
screens,
I
you know?
notice every time there's about to be a situation, that's when they start donating their money and all this other bull crap.
And you never hear them defending themselves ever. They
Nope.
never say anything
No.
like, "Oh, I didn't do that. That's accusations." They're usually pretty quiet while they slip the money under the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah, and that's
ladies,
why I can talk about this because I wasn't under an NDA.
well, you was
Because,
around it. Hmm.
well, I'm just like I was friends with people that were working this, and so I want to be polite about it and like not get this catapulted too far on the internet if possible. But like I
Yeah.
was friends with people around Nas, so like they literally like I just showed up and I was with my friend and she was working and she was like, "Damn, we're busy tonight because Diddy's here." I was like, "Okay, I'll help you do the guest list." And so I did
Hey,
that, and like, yeah, I got cash under the table. Like I was already paid under the table, and I was just policing. To be honest, I was policing Diddy's people. That was my whole job for the night.
I understand. So you, like I said, you got to interact with him pretty frequently.
With Nas.
Oh, not okay. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were saying with
I've been to private
So-
dinners at like his restaurant in LA and stuff that my friends are literally like on his crew. So I know that area well. But like when someone like that is like, nah, we don't fuck with Diddy back in 2018.
I was just about to ask you that.
It was back in 2018, you know. They're like too close to that.
And he ruined his own
And-
reputation because I'm pretty sure he's not a stupid person.
Oh.
And I'm sure business wise, he could have made like, artists be put on the map the way he told them that he would. But he ruined it because his ego just couldn't allow him to have anybody have more or better than him.
Yeah,
That's why he
want-
took
that
everybody's girl.
Yep.
he wanted all the limelight.
Yep.
Also that part
Ladies.
on the graphic, I love that.
That's what we're going to transition into. I was about to say, ladies. So I told you all here. Let me make that a little smaller so it don't.
I'm
cover
in
me up,
Portland,
but,
so I got a little bit to say about it.
Well,
I just moved from LA.
That's exactly why I think God's timing is always right, and this is my first time ever seeing you. But what I'm about
thank
to
you
talk
guys
about,
for like letting me on your panel because it feels like you guys have been friends for a long time. So I'm sorry to like
Oh,
interrupt.
yeah, we are. No, welcome to the family. Welcome to the hashtag. I'm gonna say
Thank
it,
you.
family.
I appreciate you guys.
I'm gonna say something, and I want to make it abundantly clear. This is just my thoughts or my opinion, but I would like for y'all to chime in because definitely you, Kyra, because you are there. But we're gonna start. I want Dimple Cheeks to go first, and then
Can I
after
go
she
first?
goes,
Can I go
I
first?
want,
Can we start
oh
from the
yeah,
bottom
I
up?
thought she's
And the
working.
only reason
Okay,
why I'm saying that because I gotta dip off real quick, but I'm trying to come hurry up and come back. So I
okay,
gotta make
go
an
ahead.
important phone call. It's almost 12
Okay,
o'clock. Um, this is getting out of control. They just pew pew two other people in Oregon, I believe. A man and a woman in a car. Pew pew the man in the chest, and a woman ended up getting, I believe, shot in her
Yeah,
arm.
that was a husband and wife, by the way.
Yeah. So they were a couple. Prior to the young lady Renee being unalive, if I can just give a message to everybody out there, just comply. Like I understand, like just comply because right now this is letting you know it don't matter what shade your skin color is, they're gonna get you. They're gonna do what they can to get you out the way.
yeah.
So the best thing for you to do is to comply and handle the manners afterwards, because you going against them and being defiant is going to cost you your life at this point.
Hey sis,
And it was very hard for me to decipher because I know when ICE really became a thing last year, even though ICE been around since 7/11, it really became a major thing once Trump got back into office. And I know they had a lot of fake ICE agents that was out there, and they were napping people, and they weren't properly identifying themselves, and it's people
right?
that's still going
Okay.
unaccounted for. So they're not playing around.
They're not.
And I'm
They're
not
not.
saying you got to get down or lay down, but be smart about it. This is like right now, if we don't unite, this is the fight that we're going to lose. And like I
Yeah.
said, at this point right now, they're letting you know it don't matter if you speak Spanish or if you speak English. It don't matter if you're brown or if you're clear.
Yeah. Well,
And the
here's my
more you
thing
keep
with
being
this.
defiant, the more they're going to keep coming in, and pretty soon they're going to go to a point to where now they're going to be knocking on people's doors. The VP and uh, the Corporation of America's president and the VP said that it was justifiable.
Oh, you talking about Christina Nome and
JD Vance.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, JD, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
said that it was justifiable. So if they believe, you know what I'm saying? They talk in riddles. So if they believe that that's justifiable, imagine how many other people that it's going to be done to, and they're going to say that that's justifiable.
Here's something else I want to point out about that too, because one of the unalivings that happened in Portland, they were saying that they were Venezuela, part of the
They're
GANG.
Venezuela.
Tell
They're, all of
Right.
a sudden they're gang member.
Do-
Sorry.
top cartel in their
Let me
in
see.
New York.
let me say this. I feel like they're trying to push their narrative for what they're doing.
I live here
in
and
Venezuela.
there's like it's very clear here. You know what I mean? Like I just moved here from Los Angeles. Very clear here as far
G,
as
you
like
could drop me, G.
Who said that?
Deb.
yeah, Dimple.
Oh,
You-
okay,
yeah, you could
Bessie.
drop
Thank
me.
you for coming up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was you saying?
It's like nah, I don't see that. I live in the city.
Hmm.
Like, it's a small city, by the way, very small city. And I agree with Doc. Sorry, I can only see your Doc Holidays. I love that name, by the way. I agree with her, but I would say you like resist with compliance and like in
Hey,
a
Coach.
normal way, like no, because
Mhm.
I'm not down with complying. To be honest,
Mhm.
I would die. I would die for this. Honestly, I'm done.
No jurisdiction at all over us. They can. I agree with you, Doc. But then after seeing another video today of a mom taking her child to school, she was pulled over by ICE, and because she didn't know her social security number, like at the top of your brain, they literally
hold on.
tackled her in front
Hold
of
on
her.
one. I mean, go ahead. You can go ahead. Hold on. You keep talking.
Okay, so the woman was complying
Oh, never
and
mind, he got muted.
was literally like thrown to the ground for not knowing her social security number. We all saw what happened in Target yesterday. The video going around.
Oh, I haven't seen that one
I
yet.
haven't seen it.
Two
It's
workers,
too much to keep up with.
two
Oh my God.
young adults, not even in like their 30s. We're talking like frontal lobe, not even developed yet. Tackled to the ground in Target, doing their job by
Where?
ICE in the doorway.
What state?
Minnesota as well, and I believe it was Minnesota as well.
Okay.
It's going around,
That makes
and
sense.
you can hear one of the young men going. The lady goes, "Who can I call for you?" He goes, "Please call my mom." What are we doing? Then we have the other part. Another high school in Minnesota. ICE shows up there. They weren't even supposed to be there. They were going after someone else who was supposedly a criminal. Showed up at the high school. Like, what are we doing? So
I would just like to remind everyone that we outnumber them. So we have to be smart and we can't be violent, right? Like you can't do any of that. You can't be too resistant. But there's a certain medium in this that we can find ground in as far as like protesting or like whatever you
There
do.
is
Like
no
just getting on the
common
internet and
ground.
like cruising the
Ma'am,
TikTok streets like
there
that.
is no
Yeah.
common ground because the protests that were happening again yesterday
Well,
that were civilized.
Hold on. Y'all over talking each other. We're losing. Because I
Yes.
want to hear both of
Yeah.
y'all's.
I pause.
No, Okay, so you gonna go? You go, Angel, and then Kara. I got it.
It's
Kara's
Kara.
gonna respond.
But,
Oh, Kara.
yeah,
Kara.
sorry,
Okay,
my
Kara.
name is all messed
Kara.
up. It's
Kara.
usually
Kara.
Kara 420. Sorry, guys.
Kara. Okay, Kara. Kara.
I
Got you.
changed my name so like because I'm cruising the streets.
Okay. Okay, Angel, you go, and then I'm gonna let Kara go, and because she's in Portland, and I wanna get the temperature up there, what's going on too. But you go, Angel.
Okay. So again, there is no common ground when it comes to ICE. They are Proud Boys at this point. They are the new regime of the Proud Boys. There's no way around it. There's been civilized protests all through Minnesota, and yet people have been thrown to the ground. People have been pew-pewed in the face with tear gas, pepper spray, and there was an ICE agent in the vehicle, rolled his window down, and pepper sprayed someone, and then drove away. There is no common ground. JD Vance yesterday, who was absolutely disgusting and needs to be ashamed of himself for saying what he said about Renee, which was completely out of line and slander at this point, literally gave ICE agents immunity. The minute that happened is the minute we saw more violence between two different states at this point. It is out of hand. At this point, I believe I agree with Don Lemon, who actually was today, said enough's enough, Democrats. Take the gloves off. If you're going to do articles of impeachment, do articles of impeachment. Stop sitting around. Stop waiting for more stuff to happen. Like, none of us, no matter what color we are, or what gender we are, or what race we are not untouchable. At this point, we are touchable. And that pew-pewing with Renee was proof. It does not matter what color we are. All of us are at the point of we are going to be another Renee, or we are going to be another Keith Porter, which I am glad his name is getting out there now because they cannot identify this ICE agent at this point. And if you don't know who Keith Porter is, please go look his name up because there needs to be more traction around that. He was unalived at his apartment, literally at his apartment on December 31st, 2025 in LA. Like, there's been a lot of things happening.
That's another
Brianna
Brianna.
in Minnesota.
Hold on, y'all. Time out. Hold on, sis. I hate to interrupt you, but ignoramus.
No, you're fine.
So, ancient American says, "F what white ladies say."
Me?
I don't know who he was talking. Where'd you go? Where'd your little? I need
Someone
you.
either blocked or muted them because they disappeared.
Okay. 'Cause man.
I would
Boy,
go
I
in on
couldn't
him
even-
if he was talking to me, but
Yeah, I was about to
Our
give
angel
you.
would
They don't bother
Sorry.
me anymore because I literally was toe to toe with a lot of people on Asha's live yesterday. I love Asha. If you don't know Asha, keeping it real, that is my girl. Like you, she's out there doing the Lord's work, and literally went toe to toe yesterday, and I no holds bar, like literally toe to toe. I had backing proof, everything. So nothing they say is going to bother me at this point. I've been called every name in the book. I've been threatened to be deported. I literally said, do you want my city and state? Please deport me back to Mexico. I don't care. Like, at this point, I'd rather be there than be here living in what we're doing and seeing what we're seeing.
You know me, though. I
seeing
can't.
people.
I'm not going to let nobody. Disrespect
No,
is not
it's-
going to be in here, but definitely
well, they
not.
were
me.
definitely
this
talking
is
about
the-
me
this is
because
the
your
time-
picture was black and white, and I
this-
looked and you're Latina.
This is the time. Like,
I
right
would love
now
for them to come
is
up, request
crucial.
up if you're still here.
Yeah, like, this is a crucial time. I rather them get exposed for who they are than sitting back and saying nothing. Let them expose themselves, because these are the individuals that truly need to be exposed for what they've done. This is the America you wanted. This is who you voted for. Stand up, 10 toes down. This is what
Yeah,
you
big
wanted.
boy.
Like,
Yeah.
Come on up.
Kyra,
I'd love some bacon for breakfast. You know what I mean? Like,
let me know what's going on in Portland, Kyra. How's the temperature up there since this is going on? What are y'all doing?
no, I mean, I live in downtown Portland,
Mhm.
and it's been quiet. I mean, Portland is a quiet city. It's a small city. It's a quiet city. It's not anything the media portrays it to be. Like, if there's protests at the ICE facility, I work in a lot of social justice as well. It's mostly against pew pew violence. And it's been focused on like Black communities for pew pew violence because like we want to make sure the police aren't doing some stuff that they shouldn't be doing. But at this point, it's shifted to immigration reform.
Mhm.
And I just like, I think, yes, it's good to, I think it's still good to resist, just depending on your state, honestly. You have to know like what your state is going to back you up on. And I know my state's like, nah, like the feds want our records of like police video because they think that we were doing injustice to the 3 conservatives that come out to protest, right? And harass everyone the whole time. And that's like the freedom activists. And you know what that's tied to? It's tied to Turning Point, right?
Absolutely.
So we could go in a whole loophole in that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like they want to label us who are resisting as the A word, ANTIFA word, right?
Mhm.
I don't want to say it on here because
Yeah,
I
I follow
know
you.
that's
I
being
follow
controlled. Yeah.
you. Right.
So they want to label like us who are being stand-up citizens as that when this is, we all went to the same social studies class, right? Like we all know what these signs are and what this means. And we cannot sleep on it. We can't sit there and obey. I will literally, I would lose my life for this as well. I don't have a kid or I have a dog and she would be very needy for whoever gets her, but like I'm done with this. I think it's time to like do it in a very smart way. And that means at this point what we really need to build is community
Mhm.
and get to know one another, know your alliances. We stand back for a little bit, fill it out, and then once we gain enough knowledge, there's a time to act. But you can't react to certain situations, right? Like what's happened here is wrong. And it sounds like maybe one of the people passed in Portland. I haven't heard that yet. I've literally been cruising
I
these
have to
TikTok
check.
streets all night.
The last notification was that they were both alive and they were both in the hospital. That was
Okay, that's good. That's good.
the,
That's good.
press
But one was
conference
shot in the
this
chest, so
morning.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it was
Sorry, SHOT. Jeez, it's so hard on these TikTok streets. But like one was, in the chest, and like that's concerning. So I wasn't sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it's just a really good time to build community and like focus on that, whatever area of the country that you're in, and work on that. And that's what the professionals I train under are saying, like these are people who have been in the streets since the 60s and 70s, like the old school people. And at this point, like we know it's not focused on race or like gender, or like it's not focused on any of that. They want it to sound like it is, but it's not. It's focused on if you're an ally for their team or not. So you got to be really careful about that, and you have to outsmart them. So I say just let's hang back, build community, think about it, not be reactive unless we have to be, and chill out a little bit. Like,
fair.
but still,
That's
like,
fair.
get up here and like have your voice, because there's a lot of people who were having very idiotic opinions on TikTok. And on any social media platform, like on Discord, like on YouTube, like whatever they want to say, but they're not really looking at things. So I would just say take a step back and like look at things first and analyze it, and then we choose to react. We don't react in passion or like, like when we're getting out there to do something, like make sure it's meaningful.
Okay, I appreciate that because I wanted it. I like I said, I don't
But
believe.
I'm not happy, and I want to go freaking like bust in a car window or something. I'm not gonna go do that. We're not gonna do that. But
I think it's fair that we all have that same frustration because regardless of how many presidents we had in the past, none were like
So violent.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
and just disregard for any law that we have constitutionally or
Yeah,
either
and
state,
my
federal,
argument to
whatever.
that is like, how can I be lawful when they're not being lawful?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And so,
Yeah,
and
so
so
I'm not going to say
by
sit
you,
back and not do anything, but do
do
something meaningful
do
and
you
have
think that these
intention.
people were actually part of the cartel from Venezuela, or do you believe they're painting this narrative just so they can go and get the oil like they've
Yes.
been wanting to do?
Oh,
Yes.
I believe they're painting the narrative. Like, why are they all of a
Hold on.
sudden Venezuelan? Like,
Because
let
they
me
just
tell you
there's
how
a
many
report that went
Venezuelans
from
I've met in
confirmed.
Portland.
Gee,
0.
it went from confirmed to
Mhm.
suspected. So they said confirm when it first happened, confirmed cartel. Now it's suspected gang members. What are we doing?
I mean, and what did they say about
This-
Renee?
This isn't even
Yes.
about immigration anymore. It's not about immigration. Let's be honest, because they're detaining U.S. citizens. So this is not even about immigration anymore.
They're doing
It's
more
not
than
about
Coach
removing.
said they are
US
lying.
citizens,
It's not
by the
about
way.
removing
They're doing a lot
anybody
more.
other than removing individuals that they are handpicking at this point to create chaos and fear. They want us to live in fear of them. They want us to be scared. You step out of line, Trump's Gestapo is going to get you. That's literally what this is. This is not about immigration anymore. If it was about immigration, we would have more people down building this magical wall that we're still waiting for since the first presidency
From
hasn't happened.
from
Oh my God, the
Like,
walls
point
never
of-
mattered.
Let's be honest.
Right.
If it was about the wall and immigration, they would have done something already. There has been no money put towards this magical wall, improving it. Like, I'm in Arizona, not one thing, not one. Like, let's be honest. There's no magical
why do you
wall
think I
going
moved
up in
closer to
Canadian
Canada?
border. They haven't done anything
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, y'all
So,
are right. Nothing in Canada.
like,
yeah.
let's be honest. It's not about immigration. It stopped being about immigration, like, when in September, I would say.
No, I
when
would say it
ICE
stopped being
literally
about
started
immigration in
unaliving people in
2020.
September.
Hold
I
on,
would
y'all.
say
Hold on one
it's
second.
2020.
2020. Okay, and what was you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm just trying to make sure we get both of y'all. Y'all both got key points, and I'm learning.
It stopped being about immigration in September. September was the first pew-pewing that is documented that we can find right now, because there's been 4 pew-pewings which are completely unaliving since 2025 by ICE, and 5 additional that were pew-pewed but are still alive by ICE. And that started like literally around September. So it
And how
stopped
many
being
against
about-
officers on January 6th?
0.
My point being, it stopped being about
0.
immigration and more focused on fear tactics and getting away from everything else, getting away from Epstein, and let's create chaos over here so we're not talking about Epstein. Let's do something over here to the left, and then
Yeah.
let's stop talking about Epstein in the big picture.
Release
That's
the
what it
files,
is.
by the way.
It's
Steve.
exactly
Agreed.
like literally
Release those.
about it's not about immigration. It's never been about immigration. Like, let's be honest. Why are we going into a brown country when you're deporting brown individuals?
Why do we go into a pandemic?
Like, it doesn't make any
True.
sense, right, G?
when Epstein was
Not at
arrested.
all.
Why are we doing that? Why are we now like, now you're gonna hit Mexico and say, oh, we're gonna go after cartels? Okay, please do, because I think the pew-pews that they're gonna be using are American made. So are you gonna not only supply them with it, but then turn around and say, oh look, they're big and bad and all this stuff? Like, what are we doing here? You literally supply the stuff down there for them
Thank you,
to
John.
bring it back over. Like, it's his entire tactic. It's not based on anything but power and resources, fear, and oil at this point, and money. It's just
I
fascism.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all doing that. I got to do a PSA, and then we got to go into the second seg. Y'all ready? So we have 35 donuts that we must meet, and we've only gotten 8. So we need more on that, okay? We've got to have at least 27 more. 27 more of those on deck. So please help us get through there. We have 60 people in here. Thank you for being in here and joining hashtag I'm gonna say it. If you will, please give my panelists too over here. They're working hard and bringing us facts as well. And that's what we're trying to do, make the country better, make the world better. And so I appreciate them chiming in as well. Also, keep double tapping the screen while you're in here. That helps us get out to into the FYP. If you have sent heart me's, please go and click this orange heart right here and claim your points. It's going to give you a checklist on what to do. So after you send the heart me, go do your checklist. It'll tell you once you do your checklist, all the things on your checklist, go back to it, press it, and hit the black little button that says claim and get your points. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click this orange heart right here and become a subscriber. Once you become a subscriber, you'll get a badge next to your name that says crew. That lets my moderators and I know that you are officially part of our news crew member team. And when you leave a comment here in the live, it'll stand out to us more. Stand out to us more, and we will be able to respond in a more expeditious manner. Also, you'll get to use our own special stickers in here. That's only exclusively for our subscribers. And as I told you all before, previously, I know we have new people in here, so I want to make sure I put this out here and say it again. On Saturday, next Saturday, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, we will have a show. And Saturday evening, I'm shooting for 6 o'clock. I'm going to ask her, but I'm thinking 6 o'clock, but Eastern Standard Time. But it's a subscribers only show. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you will not be seeing that live, and you will not be in. Our guest will be Bite Baddie.
What's a bite baddie?
Bite Baddie. That's her name. She's a sex trafficking survivor. Right?
No, I
And
thought
she's-
you were saying if we didn't watch it, we were going to be like bad bunnies or bite. That's what I was like,
no.
what? Like that's
She
a
said time out.
terminology that I haven't heard of yet for not watching.
No, I'm okay. No, Bite Baddie is her name. She's going to be our guest of honor. And so I don't want to have an open show and then people come in, as y'all see, we have them in here. I don't want people to come in here and be disrespectful to her because she's already being transparent with us. And we know that's probably hard enough for her as it is, given what she's already endured. So we're going to make sure we protect her. We try to protect everybody as much as possible. Okay. If you enjoy the content and you would like to donate, we have a CA. It's I cannot talk. Money sign GSMOOTH404. All right, so that's what you could donate to, and that's appreciated as well. What we're going to do now, we're going to transition into our second segment, and we still stand by this. As a matter of fact, this is going to be. I'm going to put this on a shirt, so shirts will be available soon with this on there. All right, and we're going to have two colors. All right, we're going to have this one, but then you can flip it where the blue will be outlined and the letters will be red. But I'm going to put that on the shirt. That's coming. Let me know if you
Wait,
need to
I
get
thought we
you
were
one.
de-escalating. No, I'm just kidding.
No, like Don Lemon said, right, sis? The gloves are off. The gloves are
They're
off.
off. I mean,
off.
they've been off, but
Yeah,
we also have a
absolutely.
special holiday coming up that I want to be careful of because, you know,
Inbox me, Millie. I
we gotta
got
be
you.
careful.
Inbox me.
What holiday do we need to be careful of? Because they
MLK
get rid of
Day.
like
Oh,
he got rid
Yeah,
of
we
it.
don't want like major protests breaking out on that day.
He got rid of it. He got rid of that. He got rid of
No, well, he
Juneteenth.
did,
got,
but we didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
you saying
but
go
that's
ahead and
the
do it
perfect
anyway?
day to go out. Yeah, to go out
Maybe.
and protest would be.
I mean,
show
I'm
him-
already
no,
going out,
like,
but we're marching. We're not protesting. We're marching in honor.
it needs to be a No King's Day. We need to flip it. Martin
No,
Luther
it's
King, No
MLK
King's
Day.
So
No,
like,
It's
sorry,
still
no.
a federal holiday.
We need to stand up for what's right, and that's exactly what Martin Luther King would want. For us to stand up what's right and put a stop to this, and stop bending over and taking it in the butt like we are at the current
Yeah,
moment.
but I'm not gonna let that be.
There's not going to be
a
no
day for Donald Trump.
de-escalation until
Why would I
until
do that?
the day that
No, that's why I'm
de-escalation
saying
will
like
stop
no,
is
we're
the
marching
day
for
that
Hold on, hold on,
reason,
hold on. Yeah,
and it's
we
not
losing
about
y'all.
no
Time out.
king. It's
Time
not
out.
about the
Time out.
king.
Time out. Okay.
Like no,
One at a time. One at a time, so we can hear y'all.
it's a yes and no. I say
Yeah.
yes, march for Martin Luther King. I say no, don't march for Trump on that day because it's a day of public service.
Oh yeah, no, forget him. I wouldn't
Yeah.
take a yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
King's
no.
protest, it can be scheduled like that Sunday, but we're mostly doing art builds on that day so we can march in honor of MLK. So maybe on
I'm
Friday we could do a No
whatever.
Kings. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just doing the math, and like, I don't want to make it about Donald Trump because it's not about him. It's actually what he doesn't want, and that's even worse for him because he doesn't
Yeah.
want us to march in honor, and that's what I would do on MLK Day.
Well,
Personally.
I'm in the A. You know, this is Martin Luther King's home, so you know we're gonna do something. You know that, regardless if he wants it or not. You know, this ATL. This is Martin Luther King's hometown.
I'm from Chattanooga, by the way, originally.
Oh, you in Chattown? Okay, you ain't far. away
I'm
at
from
all.
Chattanooga originally.
Oh,
yeah.
you from? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I lived in
Chattown.
LA for like 12 years, so I lost my accent. But now I'm in Portland.
It's all good. Like I said,
I just didn't
welcome
want to go
in.
back to the South right now. I'm sorry. It's because this.
You were crazy. Well, listen, not only us, we're not the only ones that feel this way. And our second segment, what we're going to listen to, we're going to actually listen to a veteran speak on how he feels about everything that's going on. And so let me make sure I got the right one. No, I'm sorry, it's not a veteran. He's a J6 officer. So let's see what's going on with that. What he has.
Yeah, and by the way, there were 3 J6 officers who got pew-pewed. Or not pew-pewed, but they were like,
Yeah, see, all on the
deceased.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day.
It's Ken Harbaugh with the Midas Touch Network. You've seen the video. No reasonable person can watch that footage and agree with what Secretary Noem said about it. Our government is telling us not to believe what our own eyes see. The Trump regime disdains the country it exists to protect. Nothing about ICE's presence in Minneapolis has made the people there safer. After Renee Nicole Good was shot in the face, a doctor at the scene asked ICE agents if they would let him at least check for a pulse. He clearly said, "I'm a physician," to which an ICE agent replied, "I don't care."
Go check a pulse. No, back up now. I'm a physician. I don't care. Understand.
This is what we're up against. And we knew it would happen. We knew it. From the leadership of DHS on down, this is a corrupt organization that celebrates brutality. It preys on society's most vulnerable members. Here's a sampling of posters that ICE uses to attract new recruits. Who do you think is joining ICE these days? Guys with SS tattoos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. I wanted to talk to a former law enforcement officer about what just happened in Minneapolis. And there's no one I respect more than former Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn. You remember him as one of the heroes of January 6th, who held the line against the insurrectionists who were trying to kill him and his colleagues, and who later testified about that day during the J6 hearings. His perspective probably won't surprise you. He describes what that ICE agent just did as murder, but it's one you need to hear. Here's me and Officer Harry Dunn. Harry, Officer Dunn, man, it's good to see you again. I wish the circumstances were different, but I really wanted to get your perspective on this. You've seen the video. We've all seen the video. I don't know about you, but the image kept replaying in my mind, and you and I have seen some stuff, right? But this one, I had a visceral reaction to it. And I wanted to talk to you in particular because I thought about how you and your buddies conducted themselves on January 6th, almost 5 years ago to the day, when you had every right to use lethal force against people who were trying to kill you. And I'm comparing it with how ICE is behaving today, shooting into a vehicle that I think the analysis is going to show was trying to get out of the situation, not trying to harm an ICE officer. And as a former LEO, I mean, this is something you've got to take personally in some ways.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, you got to just feel for the life that was lost, and it didn't need to be taken. When you go through law enforcement, your job is to preserve life, and they avoided that. They did the actual opposite. It was murder, And I hate, as an officer. Listen, I get what people say. I understand what people say. I hate. Well, let's wait till all the facts come out. Well, we saw the facts. We saw it. Everybody saw it. This is a George Floyd moment where it was captured for the entire world to see. A law enforcement officer, a singular one, because only one shot their weapon, murdered somebody in cold blood. And I have a visceral reaction too, because one, I have empathy, which a lot of these people don't have. And second, as a law enforcement officer, your job is to protect and serve. And then maybe these guys are different. They're special agents. Are they really police officers? No police officer should be acting the way that they did. And the point that you mentioned about January 6th, I can't wrap my head around. I saw a comment or a clip from Congressman Wesley Hunt, a Republican, I think, from Texas. And Wesley Hunt said, the bottom line is if you comply with these officers, then you won't be shot or something to that extent. But yet in the same sentence, he criticizes or won't hold Ashley Babbitt accountable. So the mental gymnastics these individuals do
right there,
to defend their lawlessness is mind-boggling.
I really hope this officer who pulled the trigger has a day in court where we are all given the opportunity to hear from him. I hope justice is had for the family of Renee Nicole Good. But I think the trial should really center on the entire department. And you have the secretary herself calling this victim a domestic terrorist. You have her lying behind the seal of the U.S. government, saying the agents were stuck in the snow trying to get out. The video belies all of that. And we are being told as Americans not to believe what our own eyes are seeing. And there's every possibility that they're just going to pin it all on this one officer. They'll probably rally and say he did the right thing. That's what I think they'll do. But the real trial the American people deserve is of the Department of Homeland Security.
I agree 100%. And I'm glad that you brought up Kristi Noem, because that's one of the first thoughts that I had yesterday after reading their statement and then doubling down on it and then calling her a domestic terrorist.
Yes.
And I said, I hope that Attorney General, I believe it's still Keith Ellison in the state of Minnesota, will find some type of statute that holds her accountable also. I don't know the law there. And, obviously, Pam Bondi is not going to press any charges. That'll never happen. So it's up to the state, because it did happen in the state. It didn't happen on federal property. It happened in a neighborhood in Minnesota, a small community in Minnesota. And where, first of all, they weren't even wanted by Governor Walz. The mayor put it bluntly, get the F out. You're not welcome here. So much that the hotel chains did not want them there. So they went there, like you said earlier, looking for a fight. They are the provokers. They are the agitators. And that is not what law enforcement is supposed to be. They are going around agitating people, pushing people. They're like bullies. Imagine a scene from a movie where the bullies is just walking through the school, a kid's at his locker and just pressing the kid. Hey, what's in your lunch bag?
Hey, y'all, we got 9 more donuts we need to knock this goal out. Let's go ahead and get those 9 out the way, and then we'll shut it down for the day, all right?
That's what
right.
ICE is. literally
Kara,
doing
Kyra,
right now.
Kara,
And they're
she
taking
told me,
people's
and I still
lunch
forget.
and they're
But
beating
right,
people
I
up.
agree with you.
And people are terrified to fight back because they have been given an order to do whatever they want. That is a quote from Donald Trump in August when he deployed the National Guard in Washington, D.C., August of 2025.
Thank you for the
He
heart,
said
me. I
in the Oval
appreciate that.
Office,
It's
law
just
enforcement, do
grams.
whatever the hell you want. So hell, he's responsible too. Everybody in this administration is
Kara, got
responsible
it. Kara,
for
thank
that
you.
woman's death yesterday because they are not doing anything to curtail these out of control ICE agents. I'm of the fact that we should abolish it. We should abolish ICE, Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. I mean, hell, they abolished USAID. They abolished the Department of Education. They're abolishing vaccines and everything. Look, abolish ICE while you're at it too. And you know what? We wouldn't need ICE and all that stuff if we had and this is a whole different topic that we could talk forever on. If we had a clear path to citizenship, make immigrants be able to get into the United States without having to wait 15, 20 years they want to become contributing members of our communities. And they are, and they do. So just to make a clear pathway to citizenship. But like I said, that's a whole different topic we could talk for hours on.
I would love your perspective on the standards. And I know you're not inside ICE. You probably don't have
That's right,
the
Angel.
personnel manual in front of you. But just from what we're seeing from these guys and comparing it to how tough it was to become a Capitol Police officer. Look, I'm comparing it to the training that an 18-year-old private in the Marine Corps gets and the firearms discipline that they have compared to these supposed professionals in ICE. It should outrage all of us that an 18-year-old after boot camp has a better idea of what to do in a situation like this than supposedly professionally trained LEO. How do you think about the type of people being drawn into ICE these days? And we're going to throw up some posters here that the Department of Homeland Security is using for recruitment. You know, it's like the kind of stuff from 1940s Germany. I don't want to make the comparison too closely here, but the appeal
you wouldn't be far off though.
The appeals to masculinity and warrior ethos and all that crap that doesn't belong in law enforcement. I can understand the appeal in a Marine Corps recruiting poster,
sure,
but you guys are supposed to serve and protect.
That's your job. We're not on the offense as law enforcement. It's unfortunate that you're on the defense. You are there to react and respond to issues. Now, like a lot of people say, oh, Capitol Police, glorified security guard, whatever. Okay, say whatever you want. We went through the training to be able to do what any and every cop does out on the streets. And that includes learning how to not shoot at a fleeing vehicle. There are times when you can shoot. We learned statutes shooting people in the back, and as law enforcement, and that is if you determine that person is a threat to go harm somebody else, an imminent threat, and on the way to go harm somebody else, or they are fleeing felon, and those are statutes that held up in court. And neither one of those things applied. In fact, when 3 shots were fired, 3 shots, I believe all 3 went through the driver's side window. I don't have the forensic analysis.
I think one of them went through the front, but at an angle. There is clear footage of a 90-degree shot, though.
Sure.
As the car is passing the officer, you can see the entire profile of the firearm.
Yeah.
And the camera is behind the car. So he's shooting at the side of her face.
At the side of her face. And listen, 100% law enforcement they have to make split-second decisions. Absolutely. And it is very tough. And people are trying to kill law enforcement. And that is unacceptable, 100%. Law enforcement should be able to do their jobs safely. That's kind of like an oxymoron, right? Because it's a dangerous job. But without any extra agitation from people that are trying to harm them while they are doing their jobs of protecting and serving However, what we saw in this video was not law enforcement protected in serving. It was agitating and provoking. And while individuals were running, because the woman in the van was, or the car, the SUV was scared for her life. That officer wasn't scared for his. She was scared for hers, which is why she was taking off. So the standard of law enforcement is to protect and serve. But the way that, I mean, hell, we're living in the Washington, D.C. area. I mean, I've seen ads for ICE and Customs and Border Patrol, ads on everywhere, on billboards, at bus stops, on metro buses that are driving through the community. And they are promoting, like you said, this masculinity, this warrior mentality that should not apply to law enforcement. Now, obviously, there are situations when law enforcement and you're in a situation where you need to have that warrior mentality. And a lot of times in law enforcement, those are the days you don't want. You don't want to be walking around like that. You want quiet days. You want boring days. You want just giving somebody a warning for rolling through a stop sign. That's what you want as a law enforcement officer. Anytime you have to have that warrior mentality, it's probably one of the worst days of your life as a law enforcement officer. It's not something that you should be out there seeking, which appears a lot of these ICE agents are doing. And it's very unfortunate.
Well, Harry, this is exactly why I wanted to talk to you today. I really appreciate your wisdom and,
the guy who did the pew
and
pew
your
one day?
insight. Where can people find you? I know you got a couple of great shows going on.
Well, thank you for that, man. No, I host a podcast with my dear friend Allison Gill called Clean Up on Aisle 45. Find that wherever you find your podcast. My Substack, Standing Our Ground, OUR Ground. And on Blue Sky, Libra Done 1.
Great. Harry, we'll put the links in the show notes. Great having you.
Thanks, Ken.
Absolutely.
Love this video.
Absolutely. Let's give it up to him. And not only for what he said in that clip or in that interview, but also give it up to him for the spectacular job they did on J6 at the Capitol. Before we end the broadcast, I want to get a couple of people's opinion. Let's go. Cara, I think I said it right. Did I get it right?
It's fine. Jess told you, but she said LOL, so it's Kara. But it's okay. You can call me. That's what my user. You can call me Kara. I don't care.
Kara. No, I'm gonna get it
I
right.
really don't
Kara.
give a-
Kara.
I
Next
don't
time
care.
we talk, I'm gonna say, "What's up, Kara?"
I know. Well, next time I can change it today. I think it's because I wanted to take my last name off of my profile. If you guys want to know, DM me. I'll let you know. I don't care. But there's like some weird people on the internet.
No
I
lie.
just wanted
No
to
lie.
take my name off. So I'd be out here.
Yeah, you're right.
But that was for me. Do you have a question? I can give my response if you want. But
No, what I'm so do you still just give me a wrap up on, do you still think that the actions of the agent that pew-pewed Miss Good, was he in right or was he in wrong? And what would you
I
like
never
to
said he was right.
Okay.
I never said he was right. I said you should pew the tires first because I grew up in a law enforcement family. So I learned how to hold a pew at a very young age. You know, I grew up in Tennessee. You know what I'm talking about. You probably did the same thing growing up.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
like that shot pew like blows out your shoulder when you're 12 years old and your dad's like, hit it. Okay, so I learned how to use a pew, and I know if you have it, you never want to take it out of the closet, and you always have to make sure it's functional. You never want to take it out of the closet. You never want to use it, and if you do, you pew to injure and to debilitate rather than to KILL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I know, and I'm not even in law enforcement. Luckily enough, I grew up around it, and to be honest, like for me, it's a lot to hear like communities of color freak out so much over a white woman being pew-pewed. because I've seen so much other violence that I'm just like, we honestly really don't deserve this. I mean, this woman does, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's a little confusing for me in that, where it's like, you guys have been going through this for so long. Like, no. Like,
Yeah, I feel you on
and
that.
it's just
Thank you.
another day for me. Yeah, it's just another day. QQ violence, and I'll send you the organization I kind of work with and I'm involved with here. But
Mhm.
Donald Trump hates Portland because like we won a civil lawsuit over him for like a little bit of money, and he lost it. And that was the first civil lawsuit against the federal government that Portland won, and it was against him. So he doesn't like us anymore. Oopsie,
I mean, he probably
but
deserved
whatever.
it.
He
Right.
did. It was
Absolutely.
back in 2020. That's why I said this has been going on since 2020. You can say 2021 because that's when the Capitol riots happened, and we'll
Mhm.
call it what it is. That's a straight up trying to overthrow the government.
Yeah,
Could you
yeah, it was.
imagine Democrats doing that? I'm not.
Oh,
I'm kind of
you
like
have a lot
not
to say.
Democrat or Republican. I will vote to my state if it's liable, and I feel like that's fine on the West Coast because it's like, oh, taxes here, like you got to be careful because you can go a little too far left or a little too far right, so you got to go somewhere in the middle with your local elections. But
I agree with you.
when it comes to federal, I'm like, I don't even know how this happened. Anyway, I'm just listening to that clip. I felt totally and completely overwhelmed by the reaction of to be honest, like the Black community on a white woman getting pee-peed. So I'm just like, what the hell?
Well,
But it's
I
still,
think
yeah, it's still sad, but it's like there's no limitations to this, and that's what everyone has to
it's not.
understand.
It's not. Well,
Yeah.
see,
And so you
from
write or
our
are
community,
you
we
DIE?
used to going through it, so that's why we can identify with what happened, and that's yeah. But I will say this: it is beautiful to see different communities coming together for one common cause, and that's for justice and for law to be carried out or for them to be
Overthrow the
held to the law.
government? Let's go.
Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm for it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Look here,
No,
Karen.
so nice to meet you, by
I
the way. Thank you
appreciate you.
so much for having me up.
Absolutely. Anytime. You're welcome
And
back,
Jess,
love.
thank you for reminding him of my name. I really appreciate that, Jess.
And I got it, Kara.
It's fine. You've
It
got it.
stuck
Because I
this time,
care
huh?
about you and everyone else. I try.
Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you for doing that. Just saying, you got anything you want to put on the table?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. And I don't think it's a black or white. Is he in the wrong or is she in the wrong? I think that America in the whole right now, like, is in the wrong. Everyone is butting heads against everyone else. Everyone wants to fight. Everyone wants to oppose everything. And I don't watch the news much anymore just because I realize that when you do, they show you everything bad, everything. But if you get off your screens and you go take a walk in a park, you'll see kindness. You'll see, black people and white people hanging out because that's what we do. We're people, we're friends, you know what I mean? And you don't see the division when you're out in the world versus sitting in front of your TV. They throw that division at you. They want it in your brain. And that's how they keep doing what they're doing by keeping us divided.
I like how you put that. I like how you express that. And I agree with you fully on that. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for that, Bestie. I appreciate you for that.
Appreciate you too, Smooth.
And she's right on that, y'all. That's that. Wow. I'm quiet because she hit the nail right on the head with that. And my wife, the wifeager, that's the wife slash manager. She sent me a video to play for you all. And it says what we know about the agent, the ICE agent who pew-pewed and unalived Renee Good in Minneapolis. So before we in the live. Let's listen to this. Hold on, we got commercials here. All right, let's go.
Security correspondent Nicole Scanga continues her reporting in Minneapolis. Good morning, Nicole. What are we learning about the ICE agent involved in this deadly shooting?
Good morning, Errol. A senior Homeland Security official tells us that this agent in question was part of a specialized, highly...
Hold on, y'all. I don't like how that sounds in my ear. So wait one second. Let me figure something out. Give me 1 second. All right.
CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Scanga continues her reporting in Minneapolis. Good morning, Nicole. What are we learning about the ICE agent involved in this deadly shooting?
Good morning, Errol. A senior Homeland Security official tells us that this agent in question was part of a specialized, highly trained unit within ICE enforcement and removal operations. Meanwhile, as federal investigators try to assess here why lethal use of force was used, state leaders are voicing concerns that they have been sidelined from this investigation.
It feels very, very difficult that we will get a fair outcome.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz on Thursday criticized the Trump administration's decision to remove state investigators from what began as a joint effort with the FBI to examine the shooting death of 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good.
What the
The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension said it would no longer have access to the case materials, scene evidence, or investigative interviews.
Without any of that, we would not be able to put together a quality investigation for any prosecutor to be able to make a determination as to whether or not someone should be charged with a crime.
CBS News has confirmed the agent who shot Good is Jonathan Ross, who has worked with ICE in Minnesota for nearly a decade and was involved in another vehicle-related incident in June. Court documents show he was dragged approximately 100 yards with his arm inside a car while trying to execute an immigration warrant in nearby Bloomington. Vice President J.D. Vance referenced that case Thursday as he defended Ross's use of force.
Dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile?
Since Good's death, Trump administration officials and the president himself have argued the agent shot her in self-defense.
That is
a claim Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey has called, quote, a
Somebody
garbage
said good,
narrative.
right?
John Sandwig served as an acting ICE director during the Obama administration.
How do you determine if this agent used reasonable use of force?
Nicole, you have to look at the totality of this.
My wife said you'd think he wouldn't stand in front of a car in that case.
That officer
True.
genuinely felt like his life was threatened. The question is, was that a reasonable belief? Those videos are incredibly hard to watch, but they are not alone sufficient to draw a firm conclusion about exactly what happened here.
Federal law enforcement sources tell CBS News that there are now roughly 2,400 DHS agents and officers on the ground here in the Minneapolis area. We've been speaking with current and former ICE agents all week long who have expressed concerns given just the growing federal surge of law enforcement as well as the lack of de-escalation, that it's not a matter of if there is another incident on the streets again, but when, Errol.
All right, Nicole Scanga.
I agree with that. That's what we're heading to. It's gonna be more because they're getting away with everything scot-free. And we're never gonna get.
I mean, it happened in Portland the next day. So
Right. We're never gonna get a valid investigation on that. They're gonna sweep it under the rug. And like Kara just said, I mean, it happened again. The very next day important. So we already see what's going on. Let's get these announcements in before we get out of here. First and foremost, thank you for joining me for hashtag I'm gonna say it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are the guest with an S at the end of honor, and I appreciate you being here. Let's give it up to my gifters and uplifters. And last but definitely not least, shout out to the most, best, greatest, honorable moderation team on TikTok. Y'all keep me in line. Y'all come with the facts. I appreciate you so much. Thank y'all. I couldn't do it without y'all, for real. I really couldn't. I couldn't do it. Remember, tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, go over on Twitch TV, subscribe to MC3SFT9, and watch our show tonight, this Friday Night Fight Club. And as you can see, this handsome young fella is your OCWA Fight Club heavyweight champion. And the tournament will go on to see who gets the opportunity to face me for my championship tonight. So I want you all to tune in. Go and subscribe to that channel. Tune in. As I said before, I'll tell you again, you'll see us in there. We'll be conversating back and forth with you and just talking trash to each other. But it's fun. And it serves as an escape from all of this stuff that's going on, like we just heard, right? So definitely come in and join us. And your presence will be appreciated over there as well. If you haven't went over to YouTube and subscribed to Tayretta Vision Films, please go and do that as well, and watch Dope Girls. All 15 episodes have been completed and are posted there for you to watch in its entirety. And go ahead and do that, and that way when we get to airing season 2, you'll already be caught up with it and be in the fold and know what's going on. If you happen to show up to the broadcast late today, it will air over on Rumble. Go to Rumble and look for G Smooth 404, and you can catch it there. Or if you want to see it on YouTube, go to YouTube, search G Smooth 404. It'll be there, airing there. If you want to watch it via Facebook, go on Facebook and subscribe or follow my fan page, Mr. Breaking News G Smooth, and you'll be catching it there too. It will be airing in its entirety over there. Again, y'all, we live in times that are just chaotic, but we got to remember our Lord and Savior told us this would happen in the good book. So it's going to take us to band together and just truly do what we can in order to try to make it a better place, right? I know we had a guest yesterday that was in here that just felt like there was no way that you can make a change. Well, people, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm good enough to sit at the table with people who have glasses that's half full. And I'm humble enough to sit at the table with people who see the glass as half empty. But I'm humble enough that I want to sit at the table with people that they're just glad that they got a glass. And so I want you to do the same thing, because you see, if we don't get to if we're not the foundation of good, then it's never going to build up to anything worth having, right? So I don't believe what she said. I believe we can all band together and make a difference. We can be a united front, and we can make a difference. And that's where I stand, 10 toes down. Hashtag, I'm going to say it. This has been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter reporting from the newsroom. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a great day. And remember, you can be anything in this world. Be somebody. Peace and blessings to you all. And I love you to life.